Hello, this is Amin Parker reporting the Media Crate sales for the week of July the 24th through the July the 30th. Pikmin 4 is on top of the sales charts. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is at number 3. And finally, Final Fantasy 16 dropped out of the top 10. It's no longer on the charts. While the Nintendo Switch hardware is number 1, outselling the PS5. Switch sold over 78,000, bringing its total lifetime to date in Japan over 30 million sold. PS5 sold over 4 million lifetime to date in Japan. On this chart, you can see the Nintendo Switch is getting extremely close to matching and surpassing the Nintendo DS all-time record. It is only 2 million away from surpassing the Nintendo DS. Switch is the red line that you see on the screen. Nintendo DS is the white line that you see on the screen. They will cross streams very shortly. Here's another chart where you can see how things is playing out on a weekly basis. DS is in the 32 million category. Switch is in the 30 million category. It's only a matter of time. Also, Nintendo had their quarterly report yesterday. Game journalist Takahashi Mochizuki reports that Nintendo has had their highest ever revenue and profit for the month between April and June. Gaming journalists all over the world is saying that Nintendo may need to revise their yearly hardware sales forecast because the Switch is clearly going to outsell the forecast that they plan for themselves for this fiscal year. They're going to have to revise it upwards because the Switch is just constantly selling tremendously. Yeah, this has been a huge year for Nintendo so far. They have been outdoing themselves. And the way things is going, Nintendo Switch will outsell the Nintendo DS in Japan by the end of this year. And with the games they have slated from now, that we know of, from now up until, I would say, about May of next year, the Switch should be within distance, and I would say maybe about 145, could be 140, 145, somewhere around there, million units sold by, I would say, April or May of next year. Now, I do expect the successor to be announced around that particular time. And from there, we all know sales will go down because successor will be announced. But I think successor to the Switch will be released at the end of next year. So from 145 around April of next year, all it has to do is sell about 10 million for 1 year. So from April of next year to April of 2025, 10 million units sold. If it can do that, then it will tie the PS2 and the Nintendo DS. Okay? So, it'll be tight, but it'll probably tie it or surpass it. But even if it's slightly just a bit finds itself under those two systems, this is a magnificent run. This is one heck of a run for Nintendo. And I don't think they're going to just give up when it gets that close to those two systems. They're going to make sure they break the record. I think that's the goal. Well, that's all I got for now. Wow, these are some strong quarterly reports, right, guys? Amazing hardware numbers.